shoulder extension, connective tissue activation, progressive side. So this is shoulder extension, is the arm going back. The progressive side is the front side, so it's the side that's getting longer. Regressive is the back. So what we're going to do is we're using this exercise to basically bring the connective tissue online in the front of that shoulder when you get into that position. We're going to teach the tissue how to stiffen. We're going to teach you what that feels like, and therefore teach your nervous system what that feels like, so you can start accessing that tissue. So what we're going to do is, I've obviously got a band here. What I'm going to do is just wrap it around my wrist, but not just like this. I'll just wrap it around here so I don't actually have to hold it. The band obviously does the holding for me, and we are good to go. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this stick, and let's just say, for argument's sake, your program says that you're doing this at the end of your active range. Right now, let's just say that that's the end of my active range. Right? What you would do is you would get your stick and get the stick here so that you're at the end of your active range, but you're not having to actively actually hold yourself up there. You're holding yourself up there by holding on to the stick here. In this position, band's kind of tight, but there's no real resistance. There's enough there so it's just not loose. So there's no real resistance here. I'm not really feeling it in the front of my tissue. Then all I'm going to do here is literally just walk forward a little bit, have a loose grip on this so the stick isn't holding my arm up. I'm going to keep the stick where it is, the bottom of the stick, and then I'm just going to walk forward. But as I walk forward really slowly, that's going to increase the tension in the band. And what I want you to do at the front of your shoulder, this tissue here, is match the resistance as it comes. I don't want you to be like, as soon as do this to stop. Not the point. The point is to match resistance. So I'm just going to move forward. I'm going to keep my arm where it is, and then I'm just going to move forward. The band will start trying to pull my arm backwards, and I just want to feel this tissue kind of stiffen just to hold my arm still, just enough to hold my arm there. Not enough to pull further forward. I want to teach the tissue to learn how to actually measure the force it needs. And that's it. Super simple. Another way to do it is you can move forward. You'll have to just sort of drive the stick into the ground a little bit here to keep your arm there. Notice there's tension there. But because of this, the stick's kind of taken it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to release the tension of my hand, and that puts the tension into the tissue in the shoulder. But to be honest, I probably prefer this one here. You've just got a little bit more control here. So your arm's in place, nice and relaxed. As you do this, make sure that your scapula stays depressed. I don't want this happening. Really big focus. Keep that scapula down. And now I'm nice and relaxed. As I go forward, I want to feel the tension coming in here, and I just want to match the amount of force that's being, or the resistance that's being put in there, just to make sure that my arm stays still. You can even look at it, even probably put your fingers here on your shoulder just so to give you a bit of help. Just look at your arm to make sure it's not moving, and then just match that force. You should feel the tissue here holding that arm in place. Obviously, the further I go, the more resistance is required. And that's it. Let's say, you can actually probably even do this, to be honest, without the stick, because as I come here, I just say, all right, so that's my active range. So now as I move forward, I want to make sure my arm just stays still. Slowly, actually, do this one, try this one first. But everyone's going to be a little bit different. Everyone's shoulders are going to feel different, so try all three. And then just go forward and just really match that resistance here, so the arm stays still. Now let's just say that you do this for 20 seconds and then you fatigue, you're like, I can't hold it anymore. That's all right, come back. Just relax, chill, keep your arm sort of back there. The band is just holding me there. So now I'm relaxed, I've refreshed, I've recovered. That might take you 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, whatever. Then just get a feel, maybe even touch here to help if you need, but just relax. And then as you push forward, feel the resistance increase into that tissue, and feel the tissue start to stiffen to match the resistance, so that the arm doesn't get pulled back. And that's it. Enjoy.